Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Untitled Potato, and here we check out the latest and the greatest strategy games each and every day of the week. Today, we're checking out Hostile Mars, which is an automation and combat base builder. Let's jump into things. Right, so we're in, and the first thing that that you'll notice about this game is that it is, well, we're playing as a character, which is very, very interesting in and of itself. We got a little bit of a sort of tutorial thing to go through. I'm just gonna play through because, as ever, I've done the tutorial. I've actually played a fair bit of this game, and I actually really enjoy it, and I can't wait to talk about it. Anyway, we're playing as a character in the first person. We're gonna be building a factory very, very shortly, but I just have to say, like, straight off the get-go, I am very pumped for this game. This is a super interesting concept, and actually, it's very unique in the way that it sort of applies itself. So I'm really excited to show you more, and I'm very excited to see what more this game has in store. Anyway, we've come to a bit of a sort of precipice here. This is the area of play, and this is primarily where we are going to be doing our factory building. However, there is a world. There is a world. It's not very lived in, I would say, but you got to bear in mind that this is just a snapshot of the game, and I'm sure that the game will change over time. But even in a in a world that is not lived in, so to speak, it feels pretty good. It feels pretty darn good. Anyway, this is where all the magic is going to happen, and as ever, I'll break down exactly what the heck is going on, and we'll have a whole bunch of fun along the way. But anyway, we need to go through this kind of like rough tutorial thing. There's some sort of storyline in the background about how we crashed landed here, and well, our ship is up there somewhere. We've just come down from it over at the top, but I mean, it doesn't really particularly matter. We've got this sort of like main central console, which we will talk about momentarily, but we are kind of looking for a little bit of a power source at the moment, and we're going to come all the way up here, and we are going to see what we've got in store. I also managed to pick up this lovely looking sledgehammer along the way, which is really rather fetching, isn't it? Anyway, what is this? Mine destroyed generator. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to start harvesting this, which is great. And occasionally, as we pick up new resources, there's going to be a little bit of information that sort of pops up on the left-hand side of the screen. Okay. All right. And it's official. This is where the combat officially starts. So you drop down over there somewhere, and there are two enemy robots that are traveling. That was like half of my legs that just got broken there. But that's okay. It was a calculated risk. Anyway, we are going to be periodically, but this is the interesting thing, we are going to be attacked by enemies, much like in a game like Factorio, for example, and we are going to have to repel them, and we're going to have to use various turrets and even our own combat skills if we so want to. Certainly in the early game, we're going to need to use hand-to-hand combat. But the interesting thing is that every time that these enemies get destroyed, we end up getting a whole bunch of loot. I didn't actually manage to capture it properly there, but we will start to see very shortly on how interesting the concept for this game is. So what did we get? We got energy cells, hoverbot booster, we picked that up, and we've also got some scrap segments. Well, we'll deposit the power cells. Beautiful. We'll get that all sorted. The things are going to keep attacking us. Indeed, they are. But yeah, the interesting thing about this is that we can choose exactly when the enemies decide to attack us. We've got a couple of turrets around the base. Basically, none of the buildings around here, with the exception of like that. With the exception of this big thing, which again we'll talk about once we sort of get there. We'll harvest a couple of bits and bobs around the base as we are being instructed to. But basically, nothing around the base works. So it may look very complicated, but it really isn't. I just want to get to the action. I want to get to the building. I want to get to the factories, and I want to get to the automation. It's my middle name, automation, don't you know? Anyway, we're going to get this turret turned on. Again, none of this particularly matters. We're picking up a few sort of recycled bits and bobs from round about the base. Marvelous. And you can see, just in the distance, there's some more robots that are going to decide to spawn into existence from the well, I guess the landing ship or whatever. Anyway, it's over the hill. It doesn't particularly matter at this moment in time. We got a turret that's up and running. This is a pretty darn good turret, and look at that. Look at that. Boom. Boom, destroyed, and the wave is complete. Now, here's where things start to get a little bit interesting. We're going to go and pick up all of the resources that that we've garnered from destroying all of these robots. And I would say this is the primary way that we get resources in the game, right? You get resources primarily by destroying robots. What's very, very important are those cell storage drives that you might have seen me, the round balls that I just picked up. If you look up in the top left-hand corner of the screen, you can see this is like the core of the enemy robot, as I understand it anyway. And this is what we use primarily, actually, to make a whole bunch of stuff. But whenever we deposit these cells into the home base console, then that is going to trigger a wave. So it's a calculated decision-making process that we have to make. We basically have all of the time in the world to make any of the improvements to our base that we want to. But as soon as we deposit the red balls into the console, then boom, we are under attack. And that is such a flippin' cool thing to see happen. You know, I'm so confident that I'm going to actually just adjust the volume of the music ever so slightly in the background. There we go. Look at that. Already you can start to see that we're going up against like three. We're going up against like 3 bots there. And already we were getting really good amounts of loot there. Okay, thank you, Ruby on command. That's great. I'm really ignoring what you've got to say, but thank you for saying it nonetheless. Anyway, right, so this is where things start to get very interesting indeed. We can start to get factoryifying. So we've got the home base console over here. We will have the opportunity to unlock a tech tree. We're going to do that in just a second. We've also got energy plasma shield remaining. We can actually increase this shield by adding more energy cells if we want to. That's also this big sort of like bar thing. That's what it represents. It represents how much shield we have left on the base. It's cool. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, there are 4 quadrants. There are 4 quadrants to this home base, right? So we've got the home base console. We've got the recycler over here, which is going to be super duper handy because we're going to be able to recycle all of the different bits and bobs. We can actually recycle pretty much everything. Everything can be recycled into more basic components. So, I mean, these scrap components that we're getting, we can actually recycle them yet further still. I don't actually necessarily want to do that because they're actually more valuable as it stands, but that's okay. Thank you, Ruby on command. Anyway, we got a couple of different bits and bobs here. We got scrap metal pellets, we got gun parts, we got servo motors, and all of these pieces can be used, bada bim, bada boom, in the weapon bench. That's right. And so this is yet another quadrant of the home base console. We are going to be able to make a pistol here. I mean, it's not super useful. It's not great, but we'll take it nonetheless. We'll equip it, and boom, suddenly we got ourselves... I am able to shoot. I am able to shoot indeed. Super ineffective, but it's okay, you know? It's good enough. It's got unlimited ammo, and it's there. Then finally, we've got the craft bench, which we can't actually make anything with, or we can't actually make anything in it, with the exception of an ammo cell pack, which is entirely useless because our pistol doesn't actually use ammo. That's fine. And the turret over there uses larger ammo. There's actually different types of ammo over here that you can sort of see. Rocket ammo, sniper ammo, very cool. Anyway, the turret uses large ammo. The ammo cell pack is for light weapons and stuff. It's fine, doesn't matter. But we're going to be able to build a whole bunch of sort of factory stuff, smelteries, all of that stuff can be built in the craft bench. And as I was talking about, the tech tree, have a little look over here. We can see that there's, well, quite an extensive tech tree planned. I don't know how much is actually in at the moment, but we can access scrap, and there's 36 technologies just in scrap. Whole bunch of different things that we can unlock. First of all, we can unlock exo mobility, you know, slide ability. We can dash. That is going to require a different color of cell drive if we want to do that. If we want to get a blast furnace, that's going to require 1 red cell drive. Very simple. We throw it in, bada bim, bada boom. The drive is decrypted, and suddenly we've got it. It's being added to our codex. It's pretty darn marvelous. We can get a blast furnace level 2. You know, we can get more items. Items discovered. We got a scrap blast furnace, and we got scrap metal out of that. The blast furnace level 2. It's going to cost us 80 thingamabobbers to get, but it allows us to get more stuff. We could also get welding, for example. We can get better walls, and you know, when you start to get walls, we've only got a couple of walls at the moment. Let's actually Let's actually trigger the next wave. Yeah, when you get walls, we're just gonna, you know, periodically just try and take up as many of these damaged floor tiles as we possibly can. Not like there's any particular reason for doing so, but you'll probably begin to appreciate, ladies and gentlemen, that, you know, if we have the opportunity to create a maze for the enemy, then that is going to make it a lot harder for them to reach the for them to reach the core. Now, obviously, at the moment, we are just going up against literally one type of, well, whatever this thing is, flying, hovering enemy. And that's fine, you know, that's fine. That's not a problem at all. But there's gonna come a time where other enemies come our way, and we need to be very, very, very aware of that fact. Right, so that's basically the tutorial sort of done and dusted. And what a tutorial it is as well. I really like how sort of open-ended it is, and it's good how it doesn't sort of baby you altogether too much. Either way, I think we want to take quite an aggressive line. I'm going to do a little bit more mining, and the reason being is that we have one turret that is operational. That one turret is pretty darn good, and as long as we're able to keep it, you know, satisfied with batteries. We've got 9 batteries in there at the moment, and we can increase that a little bit more. That's fine. We'll also, like, add a whole bunch of additional ammo in here. That's great, too. So we do that, and suddenly, we can probably fairly easily fly through the waves. Now, it is possible for us to upgrade... It's possible for us to upgrade this turret, and in fact, it's possible for us to upgrade our pistol as well if we want to, but we don't really have anywhere near enough of the components yet. So, without further ado, let's get this stuff here. Let's deposit the 3 thingies into the computer, and then let's see what we've got going. We've got 7 loaded into the computer at the moment. Recycling 1. Learn how to use the recycler to recycle metal items. I mean, we've already done that, right? We've already done that. Yes, we absolutely have. Scrap metal pellets, scrap landmine, shotgun, that's cool. I want to get the scrap spinner trap, to be honest. That's kind of like the first line of defense. I'm not even going to check up on this turret. It's doing a great job. We want to get this blast furnace down as well. So I want to try and make the blast furnace. What do we need? We need 15 scrap segments, and we need a couple of energy cells. Well, let's insert enough components in order to make 1. That sounds fine to me. We've also just unlocked the scrap spinner there, so we're going to get that down, and we're going to hopefully... There we go. Nab that. We're going to hopefully... Do we have the components? No, we don't have the components yet for a scrap spinner. We need to get 15... Need to get 15 metal in order to make that happen. Right, so I think we can probably start building out our factory roundabout here. We've got ourselves a very rudimentary scrap blast furnace. That's fine. We'll interact with it. We'll see what's going on here. So, what do? We take 3 scrap segments, and we turn them into 1 scrap metal. Okay, well, we'll insert literally all of our scrap segments into here, and eventually we'll end up with a decent amount of scrap metal. So, so that's fine. Right, we've got a material processor over here. This is one of the only buildings that does actually do something. It turns Mars rock into iron ore, which we can get. We can get Mars rock fairly easily. We don't really need to worry about that altogether too much at the moment. Mine destroyed spooler. Yeah, so this is another thing that we're gonna have to sort of take apart. There's a lot of stuff that we're going to need to take apart, and to be honest, my mindset is kind of like my mindset is that if there's something that is destroyed in the base other than what I'm doing right now, I feel like we really shouldn't be wasting our time, you know, taking it apart. Destroy generator, destroy generator, destroy generator. There's also, as I've, you know, mentioned, electromagnet. Look at that. There's storage boxes here with scrap. I mean, you know, you could literally look. You could look all around the map and find a functionally infinite amount of scrap. But the point is that it's much easier just to generate all of the resources that we need by calling in the enemy. It's pretty simple. It's pretty darn simple. Right, so now I've withered on long enough. We should be able to get a little bit of scrap from here. We'll take that. 18 scrap metal. That's pretty good. Let's go to the craft bench. And let's see what we need. We can make the resources for a spinner melee trap. That'll be good. Let's do that. Now, this is going to be a bit of an interesting bit of kit, because We're going to be able to use it, but it's a blunt instrument. It really, really is, right? It really, really, really is. So we'll build the spinner. We'll build the spinner about here, and we can actually build like multiple in this sort of region. Maybe I'll go a bit further forward. Right, build the spinner right here. It's not actually going to do a tremendous amount of damage. It looks like it should do a tremendous amount of damage, but you'll kind of see exactly what I mean. So things are balanced fairly... I say fairly weakly. They're not balanced fairly weakly at all. They're balanced very well for a game that is clearly in its early stage of development. So it's very, very cool. What we're going to need to do to demonstrate how effective this spinner trap actually is we're going to have to turn off this gun turret temporarily. Yeah, that is a conscious decision that I'm making. I know it's a little risky, but I'll take it nonetheless. Now, robots, they will aggro to you, and that's fine. But sometimes they'll just get past you. Anyway, we're going to see, hopefully, quite a lot of collision. As you can see, the bots do get destroyed, but it depends how they get swiped by the spinner bot. Now, you might be thinking, this is perfect, this is great, happy days. But then, look at that. That boy almost got through there, and that one almost got through there as well. Thankfully didn't, but that's okay. My inventory is apparently just absolutely maxing itself out. We got a load of different little components here that I need to get into the recycler pretty darned quick. That's. I mean, the sooner the better, really. We can get this stuff in. I mean, electromagnets. I think I'll keep the electromagnet, to be honest. Iron cog used to craft items. Yeah, I'll keep the electromagnet for now. It might come in handy a little bit later on, and I know that it's a thing that we have to research. We got a little storage crate here. That's fine. So yeah, we could build another spinner trap if we wanted to. It's definitely on the cards to do. Let's go into the tech tree and see what else we can do, though. Welding 1. Learn the basics of a welding. Not welding, just a welding. Just a singular welding. A singular welding. We got a scrap generator here. We got a scrap spinner level 2, but that's going to require 50 components. It's quite a lot. Metallurgy 1. I think welding is good. Electromagnets, there it is. Electromagnets is there. We got scrap spike, scrap spin trap, scrap launcher, scrap laser turret, energy storage, shotgun, scrap landmine, weak explosives. Okay, it's good to note, good to note. Scrap rock harvester, scrap delivery bot. Power systems 1, solar cell. Okay, well, welding is the way. Welding is the way for sure. Let's do that, and then let's immediately start the next wave. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on things. Like I literally will have to keep an eye on things because there is unfortunately no way to tell. There's no way to tell if these robots have managed to find a way through. I haven't actually shot at them yet, have I? No, I mean, my pistol's not bad. Obviously, we're 7 waves in, and believe you me, things get crazy, and I haven't played this game for a tremendously long period of time. So that robot did actually get through, and this is, you know, I hope illustrating some of the problems with the basic traps as they currently stand. They're not bad, but they're rudimentary, and we need to try and fix things up. I can probably show you. There's like stuff over here. There's stuff pretty much everywhere, like around the map. There we go. Like more scrap. I mean, there's loads and loads of scrap. I mean, there's stuff that can be harvested. Scrap, more scrap, more scrap. Can I pick up those mushrooms? Poisonous plant. Okay. Well, what? Well, I mean, I feel like calling it a poisonous plant is a dead giveaway video game. You're not going to catch me out that easily. Jeez Louise. Okay, let's get this stuff in here. Brilliant. Energy cells we'll keep for now. Keep on keeping on. Let's put all of that stuff in there for now. Let's go back into the tech tree, see what we've got going on. Energy storage 1. I mean, I'm not exactly against unlocking the ability to do energy storage. Scrap storage, guys. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for the scrap laser turret. Let's go for the scrap laser turret because I know for a fact. I mean, spoilers. Close your ears if you don't want to hear what's going to happen in the next 13 microseconds of this video game. We will be faced with enemies that don't just Don't just travel in the air. Actually travel on land as well. Right, Mars rock. Mars rock. Okay, I tell you what, let's go and get some Mars rock, shall we? Now, I'm not exactly certain where the nearest source of Mars rock is. It is a natively available rock. And I know that it is... Alright, is this Mars rock? Yeah, this is Mars rock. So I think this is the closest to the base Mars rock that we can really get. We can harvest this. Very cool. Is that more Mars rock? That's Mars rock there. Okay. It's a limited resource, and unfortunately it takes us a little bit of effort to get it, but it's fine. Look at how big this flippin' world is. Look at how big this flippin' world is. I mean, theoretically, we could build a pretty gosh darn large factory. I have no idea how large the world extends to, or how large the extent of the world actually is, but I've played a bit, but ooh, there's more here. I didn't even realize there was any this close to us. There's definitely bigger sources of Mars rock. This is probably a smaller one, and there might even be a way to automate the mining of it later on. But for now, that's looking good. So we can always reactivate the big turret if we need to. In fact, I think there might be some other... Maybe there's not any other... Oh, no, there's one more turret corpse over there. That's fine. What was I going to do? I was going to go into the craft bench, and I was going to do some... There we go. Beautiful. Well, we got one scrap build panel, which is fine. I mean, it's great. Happy days. But I would like a few more than that, please, video game. And in fact, tell you what, let's insert enough for 10. Let's insert enough for 10. That's max. I didn't want to do that. Okay, I can't even insert enough for 10. Let's do, what is it? Move half, right-click, drag. There we go. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different shortcuts here that I'm still learning because my mind is still in terms of Factorio. Right, let's have a little look at this metal processor here. So we can turn it into iron. I mean, doesn't really seem overly useful. I'll keep a little supply of Mars rock right here. And we'll see what's going on. Okay, so what I would like to do is I would like to start building... I'd like to start building out a little channel, please. I'd like to start building out a little channel. We need to orient this into a wall. I'd like to go here. There. And in here. So I'm thinking that for now we could do with getting another spinner. So we kind of give the video game, you know, 2 opportunities to hit into itself. Let's, there we go, take that out of there. Insert all of the resources that we need for another scrap spinner. Scrap spinner melee trap. Really catchy name. Scrap spinner. Right. Build. Beautiful. Oh, we can side mount that? Oh, I didn't even realize. Well, we might not be able to side mount that specific trap, but anyway. I'm a little bit worried about these enemies being thrown around sort of the outer reaches of the wall, but, I mean, if that happens, then that happens, and we're just going to have to sort of deal with it. Anyway, we'll trigger the next wave, see what we've got going on. And we also need to select the next tech to research, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Scrap laser turret, we need 6. Okay, we can get that after this wave, then, most probably. Right. Let's see what happens. Let's see what the enemy decides to do. There's a lot more of them this time. And this is something that literally just walked right through. See, that is part of the problem. That is part of the problem. Alright, being flung away. That's okay. These walls, by the way, have durability, so we need to be somewhat careful about it. None of them decided to come around the side. That's good news. That's good news. Okay, brilliant. Happy days. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. We might want to extend our walls a little bit further, but I mean, for now, I think we can be reasonably happy with how that went. Right. Let's go into here and let's get. Ooh, can we recycle Mars rock? No, that's perhaps a bit ambitious. There we go. Okay, so we got a lot of good stuff. We got a lot of good stuff here. A lot of good stuff. And the best news is that we don't have to actually enable our... let's actually just deposit more stuff straight in. We'll get this scrap laser turret done. Scrap electrocution trap. I'm very interested in that too, actually. That's going to cost us 20. It's a bit of a shame. Well, I would like to get the... I'd like to get the laser trap. Let's keep an eye on things. See what's going on. Again, is anybody going to cruise right through? No, thank goodness. Thank goodness. The cruisers have been stopped this time. And I tell you what, this double yeah, that one was spinning around like crazy. Okay, see, I'm still required here. Maybe not on a full-time basis, but definitely on a part-time basis. I will also say, like, that's the advantage of having this turret over here, is that if things get out of hand, which, you know, they very well could, you know, knowing me, I do occasionally push things somewhat to the limit. We can also move these traps if we want to, but for now we're fine. For now we're fine. Right, let's get this all sorted. Brilliant. And then let's see if we can go and... Did we get that laser? I think we did. We got the laser turret. Okay, that's cool. What do we need for a laser turret? Got anything new? Scrap batteries? Okay, we can make them. Oh, look, poisonous plants. That's what we use to make them. That's nice. Handy. Right, do we have the components needed to make this? Yes, yes, no, and yes. Okay, so we need a little bit more scrap. Let me assure you, we got the scrap. Let's drag half of that in there so we can get more scrap metal. Bada bim, bada boom, happy days. Okay, we're going to get ourselves a scrap laser turret. Stays on as long as it is receiving power. That's fine with me. That's fine with me. Right, so we're going to see how this works. I do actually already know how it works, so we're going to get things set up accordingly. The laser turret works very, very simply. Like you would expect a laser to work. I mean, I'm not affected by it, apparently, so apparently the frequency just, you know, doesn't hit human legs. I would guess I'm human, but I mean, who can really say? Who can really say? Some of the lore in these strategy games really is truly zany. Anyway, we need to survive 100 waves. I don't think that that's ever likely to happen. I don't know how difficult it gets later on, but probably not. Right, what do we want to get next? Spring trap, spike trap, scrap launcher. I want to try this stuff. I want to try this stuff on the bottom of the tech tree. Right, this is looking good. Again, I just really like the collision mechanics. It just feels chunky, you know? Just feels chunky. And it's very, very satisfying. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. So yeah, we're slowly but surely getting more and more resources. More and more resources each and every wave, which is great. But also, you know, it's going to come a time where things are going to get out of control. Out of control. And when things get out of control, oh boy, we're all gonna know. We're all gonna know. Okay, but I see no reason to deploy any extra walls at this moment in time. I do see the need to go into the tech tree and see what we've got. So, spike trap. Spike trap. Scrap spike trap. Uses an electromagnet and capacitors to propel metal rods upwards when an enemy walks over it. Okay, we've got enough to research that. A scrap launcher? I mean, that seems pretty freaking cool, right? I need to get both of them. Let's get the trap right now, because I know we can probably build that a little bit easier than the slightly more complex of the things. I'm also not happy with just one singular laser turret. Again, spoilers. It's good, but it's not the be all and end all, and it's actually like pretty weak if just left in isolation. There we go. The good news is that if anybody comes through on the down low, like that little monster there, then they will at least take some damage from the laser turret, so that is something at least. There we go. This is looking great. This is looking good. Again, lots of enemies. Lots of enemies. It's happening. You managed to get through. It's happening. It is happening. We need to be very, very careful about the fact that enemies are going to get through. Okay. Good. Let's get scrap unloaded. That always should be the first order of business because let's be brutally honest, it's gonna absolutely cram up my inventory if we don't. Right, Spike Trap 2 is gonna take far too many upgrades. Let's get the scrap launcher. At least let's get the research started. That's fine. And then let's look at the recipe for everything else. Cool. Right, electromagnet, scrap, spike trap, change item. Oh yeah, we need to take everything out here first before we can go back and change the item. What did I need? Scrap, spike, trap. So, scrap metal pole. Pole made of scrap metal frequently found in legacy hideouts. Right, so we may be required to go on a little bit of expeditioning there. Electromagnets, though, happily I kept 2 of them just for this occasion. Should we do a little bit of exploring? I mean, this looks metal pole-ish. We can try hitting this pile. It might not actually get me what I'm looking for. In fact, it probably won't if I had to wager. But we can go on a little bit of an exploration if we need to. I'd rather not, though. Yeah, I'd rather see if we have the resources to build here locally. I mean, right, if there's nothing there, then there's nothing there. That's fine. We can pop up. We can pop up this way. Because I know for a fact that there is an area up here where we can perhaps yoink a few materials, and that's going to make my life just a lot easier. Besides, we want to build the spike trap. We want to build the spike trap for sure. The bots, handy. Very, very handy, in fact. The bots will give us so much stuff around. There's so much stuff around. The bots will give us most stuff. Not everything. Solar panel, scrap, that's fine. I mean, I don't think there's anything. Oh, there is. Even that gives me scrap. Okay, well, let's go over here then. Go over here, see what the situation is. I think there's more stuff over here. Probably shouldn't jump off there, but again, my legs recover very, very quickly. They do recover very, very quickly. Right, so there's yeah, I did know about this big base here. There's quite a lot of materials around. I don't know what the heck that is. But I know there's... Oh, there we go, perfect. Oh, there's also some enemies. Now... Oh, it's a big enemy as well. I'm not really being... Oh, my lordy. Okay. These are different types of enemies, to be fair. And they take more to get rid of. So we need to be careful. We need to be careful with them. But I think they also drop... Yeah, they also drop the blue cell storage drives, which is quite interesting. There's a lot of stuff here. There was a storage box behind all that. Or perhaps there wasn't, and I just reached through the wall. Okay, I can't destroy any of this. Engine oil, okay, brilliant. There's stuff here. I can't really figure out. Okay, I can't get in that door. That's where all the good stuff is stored, apparently. The scrap computer. I mean, can I get rid of... Yeah, delete that, take that. I mean, I really don't need to be here, do I? I've already got 2 metal poles, and that's enough to build, what, like 2? 2 thingies? I do want to take the, I do want to take the lives of these robots. That's not the right phrase. There's lots more stuff here, by the way, but... Okay, well, I guess whilst I'm here, I might as well check. Yeah, lots of stuff. But not all of it is really, like, super relevant. Like, a lot of it is just stuff that we can... Oh, that's nice. A lot of it is just stuff that we can get from the robots. So... That's what we're going to do. Also, this is a very, very nice looking room, but actually I don't think there's anything in it that we can yoink. Whatever. Okay, let's go back home. Again, my legs, oof, as they say, big oof. I think my base, I don't think it's taking damage, but if it is taking damage, it's probably because I let those things out. What's this? Basalt node. Okay, just note that it's there. Note that there's a large Mars rock node here as well. That's fine. It's not, like, It's not mission critical that we know that that's there, but it's fine. Oh, look. Scrap metal pole. That's, like, super useful. Oh, it's another one. Beautiful. Well, what can I say? I didn't need to go that far afield at all. But I'm delighted. Oh, look. Well, the enemy bots have decided to come just as I got back to the base. I don't think they've done any damage. I think the sort of shield is just naturally decayed. I do think that that's kind of the way that it works. So we can add more shields in here, which I probably shouldn't have added that many, but that's fine. Let's get the recycling done. We can recycle these rods. I don't think that we need to do that, though. I think what we need to do is we need to get the thingy built. There we go. Spike traps. Beautiful. We'll build two. Build 2 spike traps. Now, how on earth is this going to work? I have absolutely no idea. Do we build it underground? Yeah, we build it underground. I say underground. Not underground, but like in the ground. Let's build you there, and then you there. I mean, that looks pretty good, to be honest. Got some more stuff. Okay, let's trigger the next wave. Let's trigger the next wave and see what we've got going on. Again, sooner rather than later, we're gonna see some ground boys coming at us. Let's trigger, and then let's also go in here, and we'll drag half across and take that. Cool. Right, I do need to select the next thing to be researching. Oh, we got the scrap launcher. A bot manual. Sure, we'll start the process of researching that. Let's see what we've got going on. Is this the first? This is the first time that ground boys are going to be attacking us. They're stumped. They're stumped by the tiny lip. By the tiny lip on the spike trap. It's not even the spike trap that's doing them in. Well, I'm delighted. I'm delighted. It's a foolproof plan. Oh, that is marvelous. Oh, wow. That is chaos. Okay. So that's... Yeah, so that's, I'm gonna help out here. Okay, so we're gonna have loads and loads and loads of bits to collect here. I mean, yeah, loads and loads of bits. Look at how many flippin' cores we've got. So the spike trap is good, but the spike trap also is like absolutely not going to be enough. I think we need to get like lasers pointing down here so that we always have like something to clear. I do want to get the oh yeah, I need to go get rid of my stuff first. Hold on. Here we go. Get rid of the scrap solar panels. Scrap solar panels might be useful at some point. Scrap or bolt sphere. Okay, well that obviously comes from the thing that we just destroyed. Scrap metal pellets as well. I don't really need to be carrying half this stuff around with me. I mean, these bits are obviously only useful for construction, so that's fine. Right, so the scrap launcher. We need to get the scrap launcher. Take that out, take that out, take that out. Yeah, these are great. These are great. Can I use these? Can I use these on the wall, maybe? If I could use them on the wall, that might be cool. That might be very, very cool. Right, scrap laser turret. Let's get the resources for a scrap laser turret as well. I don't know why I put everything back in the box, because believe it or not, I do actually want to craft stuff, and I want to craft stuff now. Let's get the recipe for 2. Recipe for 2 in there. Do I need more? I've got the ability to do 1 more, which is what I'll do. I do not have the ability for 1 more because I need to get a little bit more of this. And we'll do half of that again. I feel like half is a good policy. Right, so let's get a second one of those. Brilliant. And then let's see if we can try and get a scrap launcher turret, but we're going to have to wait until manufacturing of the scrap laser turret is finished. Yeah, thank you. Okay, good. Now, electromagnet. Let's insert for an electromagnet. Beautiful. Easy peasy. Insert for this. Brilliant. Easy peasy. So how on earth is a scrap launcher turret going to work? I really want to see machines. Scrap launcher turret. Use an electromagnet. Okay, I mean, it literally doesn't say anything, does it? Not anything of use. Right, so here's the thing. I think we want to do this. I think we want to do that. Okay, it's very kind of short range, isn't it? I think we're going to maybe pick you up and move you forward a bit. There we go. And pick you up as well. Move you forward a bit. Either way, I think this is the best course of action. I don't really want these turrets to get damaged, but that's fine. Oh, actually, I tell you what, maybe it's not short range. Maybe it's just the fact that the spike trap just blocks laser turrets going above. Might be a shame if that's the case, but that's okay. Right, we got more scrap to dispose of. Holy cow, that was a good scrappy round, wasn't it? Right. There we go. We got the poles that I really don't want to recycle. Scrap launcher turret. Let's get this down as well. Because, of course, we want to get this down. I mean, oh my lordy, look at this thing. So, is it... Yeah, so the cannon... I think this shows the cannon's area of impact. Well, let's go something like that then, I suppose, right? What do we need? What do we need for the ammo? Is it basic ammo? It's basic ammo. Oh, that's really, really handy. Let's, there we go. Move as much as we possibly can. All in one go. Okay. Upgrade cost would be 50 energy cells, which we've got. 50 scrap metal, which we don't got. That's fine. Okay, let's go and challenge the... Let's go and challenge the video game to our new base. And let's unlock is not the right phrase. Unload is the right phrase. Cool. We'll see what we've got going on. So thus far, the enemy have only approached from one singular direction. I don't know if that's always going to be the case. I'm mighty happy that it is the case at the moment. Okay, so far so good. Again, I gotta be honest, these balls are doing a bad job. The spike traps seem to be more effective than just about anything else. It's chaos. I tell you what, though, when the enemy decides to, like, bunch up, that can be the biggest problem. Also, when they decide to stop moving, and they just decide to start shooting their way through, that can also be problematic. Oh, I don't have any ammo. Do I not? Oh, okay, apparently I do use ammo. Well, I can do hand-to-hand combat there. There we go. Get dunked on. Yeah, there we go. Very, very easy. I mean, okay, question. This might be a little bit of a stupid one, but can I wall mount these? Says that I can't, which is a bit of a shame. So I can't wall mount. If I can't wall mount them, then I think we're just going to have to stay there. The real question is, if I was to pick this up, yeah, that would inexorably increase the length of those razors, the range of those razors. Let's try this. Let's try this slightly differently. Spike traps on full HP. That's on almost full HP. Mostly, my damage is probably what's gonna do the most harm to these buildings. Yep, fine. I really need to start being a bit more strategic about the way that I recycle things here. There we go. Either way, that's fine. Right, do we have anything else in the tech tree that we need to get? We got a lot of stuff that we want to get. Solar cell, I have no idea how that's going to work out. Scrap electrocution trap. Slide ability. I can't get slide ability yet because we're going to need to get more blue things. Double jump, we need to get more blue things as well. Scrap generator. Learn how to construct a scrap fuel cell generator. Scrap rock harvester. Scrap delivery bot. Let's get the electrocution trap. Why not, eh? And then let's immediately just, boom. Let's go into the next wave. Let's go into the next wave. Wave 14. You know, I'm comfortable. I'm happy. I'm confident. There we go. Okay, we got 57. We got 57 rounds. I'm fine with this. Oh my goodness. Look at how chaotic it is. Oh my lordy. It's mad. It's mad. It's absolutely mad. This is the danger with the choke point. This is the danger with the choke point. If I stay out of sight, by the way, I think the video game is going to decide not to target me directly. Get in there. Get in there. Okay, I mean, the spike traps have been very, very effective at blocking stuff, but they have been absolutely, like, horrifically useless spike traps. Right, I'm going to reposition this scrap cannon as well, because I want to see how that does. Taking a hit. Okay, just run away, honestly. There we go. See, I knew they would blow up. It's fine. Right, there's 2 enemies left, literally 2. They clearly can't cope. The scrap trap is quite simply too powerful. Beautiful. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this bounty. Okay, let's move this scrap cannon, because the scrap cannon I've not even seen in action yet. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to build it right over here. There we go. Interact just to check if there actually is ammo. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. We'll leave all the ammo there for now. Again, I really want to see it in use. It's going to be very, very cool when it eventually does decide to work. I'm not bitter. Anyway, I need to start off by getting rid of the thing, or the items that I have few of, because they are going to process faster, and that's going to mean that I'm able to get more stuff into the recycler at any given time, which is pretty marvelous. Good. Okay. So, I do have the ability to get the electromagnetic trap, the electrocution trap, sorry. Metallurgy, maybe. Upgraded spinner trap. Not quite there yet. Weak explosives. I don't think we can manufacture that yet. Stage 2 stuff. Makeshift projectile turret. Let's get a makeshift projectile turret. We're not going to be quite there yet in terms of anything, but we'll manage. Right, scrap electrocution. Do I have all the components for this? Let's test it out. We don't have enough salvaged parts. We need to get scrap supercapacitors. I don't think I have scrap supercapacitors. I think I did have at one point, though. Let me go back into the tech tree here. Where's the scrap battery generator? Yeah. Right, well, I tell you what, let's call the next wave. That's gonna get us... It's gonna get us this makeshift... It's gonna get us this makeshift turret, which is great. Very, very handy, in fact. Also, I probably should have just built a little bit more ammo, which I can make, right? There we go. Ammo pack. Yeah, I know. You're going to be destroying something. Somebody's going to be destroying something. There we go. Yeah. Oh, my lord. Okay, is the scrap cannon doing its job? It looks to be doing its job. There's a lot of stuff exploding with very little reason. Also, it looks like these turrets haven't taken any damage, which is great. Yeah, these turrets are able to do a lot of damage, which is good. Scrap turrets are doing fine, too. Marvelous. Oh, beautiful. Scrap turret coming in there big with the kill. How did it do in terms of ammo usage? Not very much, actually. That's good. It's good. That's handy. Right, we're getting some serious numbers here in terms of generation. There we go. And there we go. Perfect. Okay, there's still more scrap to get done, but that's okay. So we got the makeshift projectile turret. Happy days. We've still got the scrap electrocution trap to get done. I need to get this scrap generator thing here now. Yeah. Okay. We'll build the scrap... Oh yeah, what do we need for the makeshift Oh, interesting. We need some components. Right, we'll get that. We'll start getting the components required in order to build the makeshift gun turret thing. There we go. And we'll also see if we can try and maybe repair our base if it's all possible. Hoverbot booster. No, I didn't need that. What did I need? I needed another component. I needed the hover module, which we can get. And then what's that? The hover bracket. Well, let's do it. That's not the bracket that we need, and the booster isn't what we need either. So we can actually recycle that and that. That's fine. And then we'll yoink it all out. Cool. Brilliant. Okay. Let the chaos begin. Do I have any ammo? I do. I can't see, though. I guess the ammo's... So when I said we didn't use any ammo, we do use ammo. It just kind of bugs out and doesn't show me how much ammo I have to use. There we go. For the most part, though, we are starting to let a few high-velocity individuals through. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, more than a few high-velocity individuals. Okay. Rather a lot. But most of them are coming in damage, which is great. Okay, we need to get more stuff, though. We need to get more stuff. I love how the little roly bots look. Boom. Okay, well, I had to be the one. I had to be the one to finish the robot off. Fine. Okay, we need more traps. We need better traps, and we need them yesterday, actually. Did we take any damage there? We might have taken like some nominal damage, but it doesn't really mean much. We got 30 thingies. That's good. Very, very nice. Pretty happy with that. Let's get... Can I build the handlebars? Let's do it. Tripod base. Can we actually build 2 of these? Yeah, we can build 2 of these. Nice. We do not have space in our... That was close. Let's maybe start keeping some of these resources on a temporary basis. Let's go here. Let's drag half in there. Take that out there. Marvelous. Now, for the makeshift turret. Oh, and the scrap fuel generator. Can I get everything... Can I get everything in here? Hoverbot scrap frame. Oh, that's exactly what I had and now don't have. That's frustrating more than anything else. Because I'm gonna need to get this. In fact, do I need to get this? Can I just make... I can just make 2 of these, right? There we go. Okay, that's brilliant. That's 2 makeshift gun turrets. I have absolutely no idea what this is gonna mean for us. Low quality turret uses medium ammo. Can be crafted at the craft bench. Right. Okay. Good. Nice. Where's the second one? Also medium ammo. It uses large ammo. Can we craft large ammo now? I didn't think that we could. I think that was the issue that we had. Ammo cell pack. Yeah, we can't. We cannot. We cannot. I thought I built more. Did I not build more than one of those things? Can be crafted at the craft bench. Well, I certainly can't be crafted at the craft bench if that's what you're after, video game. Like, this does present somewhat of a problem. Yeah, this does present somewhat of a problem indeed. Yeah, I mean, is there a way that we can research the stuff that we're after? Let's different stuff. Get rid of that ball thing. Right, well, let's go and see what's in the tech tree. Low quality turret uses medium ammo. Yeah, you see, the medium ammo thing is the problem. The medium ammo thing is a problem. We can create a storage chest for pretty much nothing. Power system storage. Yeah, I guess we can do that. It's pretty cheap for us to do in the grand scheme of things. There's also something to do with our self-worth here. I'm not sure what my self-worth has to do with a... has to do with a metric at the bottom of a video game. Probably too much, actually. Automatic rock harvest. That's cool. That's good. Let's get power system. The electrocution stuff. That's interesting. Solar cell. Power systems. Also, I don't know what we need to do in order to get access to iron. I suspect that it's not possible for us to get that, but it's just a guess. Okay, let's do solar cell we can do. Let's do it. Let's start the process. I mean, wind turbines, solar power, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter in the grand scheme, does it? The question that I have... Scrap fuel generator. Yeah, we need to get scrap fuel generator. That's like an absolutely non-negotiable thing. I think that's one of the only things that we really have to do. We need to get done. Is it possible for us to get, in the meantime, another scrap launcher? I'm just trying to think of stuff that's going to give us a little bit more flexibility here. Electromagnet we can probably make, right? Yeah, there we go. Make another electromagnet. And then take that scrap launcher turret, inserts, and we can insert again if we just nab more of these. Yeah, nice. Beautiful. So we'll take both of those. Perfect. And now, finally, I think we might get some utility out of these things. Okay, let's go and make some ammo. Can we make... We literally cannot make anything else here. And there's no way to make bigger... Let's make this 10 times. Beautiful. Get it done. Yeah, so that'll be fine. Right, so after we've got that, I'm gonna dispatch the... In fact, I'll tell you what. Let's go and mine this. This is going to get us at least some large ammo cell packs, which is going to be better than nothing. But this is obviously not a very sustainable way to go about getting ammo. In fact, let me rephrase. It is not sustainable at all in order to collect ammo. Right. Solar cells have been almost done. That's good. That's good. That's good. Let's do another 10 here if we can. We'll take that out. And we'll put 500. Actually, we won't put 500. We'll put 250. 250 in here. And we'll put 250 in here as well. And I'll keep 250 on me. Right. So, this is going to take large ammo cell packs. Wondering why that didn't go in for a second there. We do still have the old turret, by the way, that we can crank on if we want to. But frankly, I don't really feel the need to do that. Anyway, yeah, so batteries and whatnot, we can get more. My goodness gracious me, there's a lot of enemies spawning in here. I am worried. I'm also worried that perhaps these scrap spike traps they might not be the most efficient or best way of... Okay. This is mad, but this is good. Right. I will occasionally help. Certainly, in terms of what I think is best, the laser turrets seem very, very good. The electrocution stuff, obviously, is still on the agenda. Things are starting to get chaotic here. It does seem like this sort of gauntlet is the last sort of line of defense, which is good. Pretty happy with that, I think. We got 6 more enemies. It's hardly any. Yeah, I think we're pretty good here. There we go. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all there, if I do say so myself. Not too bad at all. Right. What did I get? Anything notable? Scrap battery. If I trash a scrap battery, if I recycle a scrap battery... Okay, I can't recycle a scrap battery. See if I can recycle these things. Because I'm looking to try and get... I recycle an energy cell. No, that doesn't give me anything. Hoverbot scrap. Not actually going to recycle any of it. And then the arm. The booster. Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, what could give us? What could realistically give us the ability to make the battery thing? Oh, these... Yeah, makeshift gun turret is out of ammo already. So that's great. Weapon upgrade. Yeah, so this is how we get the weapon upgrade. We can get accuracy, damage, whatever. We just need to use gun parts. And we got some, right? Yeah, we got 240, so it's not exactly bad, is it? No, not at all. Not at all. Storage crate, scrap battery. Solar scrap cell. We have all of those components with the exception of the solar scrap cell, which... I don't think we have any more around the base here. I think I looted... the ones nearby. Oh, that's a bit of a... That's a bit of a pain in the backside, isn't it? That's a bit of a pain in the backside. I looted and then recycled them. Right, well, let's go into the tech tree again. Let's try... I tell you what. Solar is yesterday. Also, I want to check the a box of scrap wheels that can make deliveries to and from machines and buildings. That would be cool. Scrap rock harvester, I'm not that bothered about. Let's go and see the next wave. Let's go and see the next wave. Happy days. And you know what? If some of these bots could come equipped with solar cells, that would be great. Oh, whoops. That's awkward. My bad. There we go. I tell you what, though, the vast bulk of our damage, the vast bulk of our defense is being performed by either the laser bots, the laser thingies, or the spinners. The spinners, to be fair, I think I'm solidly underrating for how incredibly good they actually are. It's just mad. It's just mad what happens. It's just, you look at it, you look away for like 2 seconds. And look at this wave. It's looking good, though. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty positive about the whole situation. There we go. It's not too bad. Right, did anyone come equipped with a solar cell? Or anything like that? I don't think so. To be fair, we got a lot of junk. We got a lot of junk here. We're getting like 50. Consistently like 50 thingies, 50 thingies a piece. Let's go scrap overview. Let's do that. Let's also see if we can get the wind turbine. What did we need for the scrap fuel generator? Did I have enough for that? Oh, I do have enough for that. Oh, that's nice. Let's put that in there. Okay. Scrap fuel generator. I have no idea what this is going to do. Converts energy cells for use in the power system. Okay. Right. Happy days. We'll get like a couple in here. Is it immediately going to start working? Presumably not. I don't really know if the power system is something that is actually like engaged or working. There you go. We'll get one of those. Wind turbines. Wind turbines are in. Solar panels are out. Wind turbines are in. We'll also get the battery crate as well, but we'll do that in just a second. Right. Build. Wind turbine. Sure. There you go. Looks nice. We can increase max generation if we wanted to upgrade. I don't particularly want to upgrade. Fuel cells, fine. I mean, I don't think the power does anything at the moment. Scrap battery crates. Unfortunately, we don't have enough scrap batteries for that. Let's get a delivery bot. We can do this, right? 10 scrap, 4 rods. Are you serious? We don't have enough rods? Like, of all of the things that we could possibly... not have. Right, it's the flippin'... Okay, fine, whatever. Let's go and see what's in the tech tree. Yeah, I really have no idea how you unlock the second area. I don't think that there's anything else that we can necessarily get. The spring trap, I haven't investigated the spring trap yet. The solar cell, I don't really care about. Wind generation level 2. Let's get the rock harvester, and then maybe we'll get the melee spinner. Scrap landmine as well. We also need to try and get ourselves a few more of these blue bots. These blue bot cores, because that's kind of important. Either way, I could do some more exploring. I might do some more exploring, but I'm thinking that that's not maybe mission critical at the moment. Right, how much ammo do you still have left? 234? I mean, that's a plentiful amount, isn't it? It's just mad. It's just absolutely mad. Yeah, so like a last line of defense of landmines here would be really, really handy. These chumps ain't getting through anytime soon. I mean, famous last words, really. I mean, I literally just cursed myself there, to be honest, didn't I? Yeah, they're mostly dead anyway by the time they get through the laser gauntlet. To be fair, I mean, if I was trying to optimize for length of time in the game rather than trying to show off all of the interesting and cool buildings, then I would probably get more laser turrets, to be fair. There's 2 more enemies. You know what? The video game can probably take care of them. Yeah. Without my input. Okay, I mean, there's so much loot on the ground. It's just not the most satisfying thing in the whole wide world. I mean, it feels so good. 71 flippin' bits. Did I get any rods? Legitimately unsure if I got a single rod. Did I put the rods in here already? Gosh darn it. I mean... Fine. You know what? Call in some more. Call in some more. Weak explosives will do... It's gonna take literally like 2 seconds. And we'll go scrap landmine, shotgun as well. We'll queue it up. In order to build the weak landmine or the explosives or anything like that. Right. So the enemy do come down from different routes here. Good of you to tell me, video game. So, I mean, this is what we call highly problematic. Also, probably why we need to have, like, maybe a proper, like, wall system. There we go. Enable the turret. It's actually kind of incredible how inefficient these enemies are at actually dealing with my my defenses. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at this. I think every single shot has hit. Like, I literally don't think I can miss, like, in this mad situation. Right, you're low on ammo there. That's fine. Am I actually taking any damage? Just asking for a friend? I mean, they're all shooting it. Oh my lordy. I actually would like to see. Are we taking any damage? Warning, incoming enemies. Yeah, I know. It doesn't look like we're taking any damage. Well, very strange, because I feel we should be taking damage. Four enemies left. 3 enemies left. Some incredible aiming there, Potato. Well done. Well, thank goodness we had enough ammo. But also, I'm pretty sure I should have just lost straight up there. Where's the last enemy? Where's the last enemy? I have no idea. Stuck in a wall somewhere? Who honestly knows? Who honestly knows? I'm really surprised it must have bugged. I mean, because I should have taken a lot of damage there. Jeez Louise, just look at this. It's just bedlam, honestly. It's crazy. No, not that. Not over there. I mean, maybe stuck up the hill. Maybe stuck somewhere. Yeah, well, I have absolutely no idea. I mean, in terms of other stuff that we can get done, I don't think there's really anything. I don't think there's really anything. This may very well be, to be fair. If I go skip current objective, is that gonna do anything? It would be nice to see on the map where the enemy was. We got the landmine. That's cool. There's a whole bunch of resources that we can... I don't see it anywhere. A whole bunch of resources that we can, of course, still, like, get out in the world, but nothing really that's altogether too imperative at the moment. I mean, we definitely defended, right? Heck. Whoa! Holy heck. Are you a friend? You're definitely not a friend. Well, you know what? I have absolutely no idea. Absolutely no idea what the heck to expect with this. This is very funky. Very, very funky. Is this like a story thing? Let's look at oh god, there's just so many robots here. There was a solar cell up there as well. And those are the things that I actually needed in order to make the solar cell. But yeah, there's a lot of look at this. A lot of different robots down there. Those would be the blue thingies, by the way. What are you doing? You're shouting at me to no avail, video game. Well, can't do anything about that. Anyway, I think, ladies and gents, we're gonna wrap this up right about now. I don't know where that last enemy is. Will we ever know? We might not know. Maybe this is the intended end of the demo. I don't know, but I've had a heck of a time, and I am super, super excited to see what more this game has to offer, because I'm ready. I'm absolutely ready. I'm here for it. It's going to be great fun, and I really hope that my legs will be recovered beforehand. But anyway, ladies and gents, we're going to wrap this one up right about now. Thank you ever so much for watching. My name, of course, has been Untitled Potato. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.